Hi there, it's Shree from Shree's Crafty Girls. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to make this lovely little box. It holds, I think, 4 Ferrero Rochers or some Lindell chocolates. I think it's a nice sized box and I love this paper. This is Sweet Sugar Plum and this is the new paper in the Spring and Summer catalogue. And it's so pretty. Here it is here. Look at that, isn't that lovely? It's Falling in Love Designer Series paper and we have these beautiful corresponding, coordinating ribbons, cardstock, stamps and everything. And this is a lovely new catalogue that's becomes live on the 4th of January till the 31st of May. If you haven't got one, please let me know and I'll send one out to you straight away. It also corresponds with our celebration, which is the 4th of January to the 31st of March. And in celebration, you spend £45 and for every £45 you can choose an item from here absolutely free. There's wonderful stamp sets, papers, ribbons. It's absolutely full of lovely different things. And in celebration, it is a fantastic time to join as a demonstrator. The reason being is when you join, you spend £99 and you get £130 worth of goods anyway, which is an absolutely fantastic offer on its own. You know, £130 worth of items of your choice, plus all the necessary paperwork to carry you through as a demonstrator. But in celebration, because you've spent £99, you can get 2 stamps absolutely free. What a bargain. And if you're worrying about being a demonstrator, you think, oh, I've got to do YouTube tutorials, I've got to do classes, I've got to do workshops. You really haven't. You do as much or as little as you want to do. And the beauty of joining Stampin' Up! Is all your paper, your card stocks, everything coordinates. You've got dies, you've got stamps, you've got thinlits, you've got cardstock, inks. We now have these wonderful, I've lost them actually, I was going to show you these wonderful watercolour pencils. You have the tapes, the glues, all the adhesives you need, everything you need to do paper crafting is here in one place. There's no pressure to, you know, do classes or your workshops or go on YouTube. You don't have to do any of that. You do as much or as little as you want. But all your products are of high quality and they all coordinate, which is a fantastic thing on its own, you know. As I say, at the moment you spend £99, you get £130 worth of goods absolutely free, plus 2 extra stamps. And on top of that, when you become a demonstrator, you get 20% off the products that you use. So why not save as well as, you know, earning a little bit of money? And you're using the products anyway, so it's a fantastic time to join. So if you'd like a copy of the magazine, the catalogue, for the celebration catalogue, leave me your details, I'll send one out to you. If you'd like more information about joining, there's a link below or on my blog, shreescraftygirlsblog.wordpress.com. Have a look, see what you think. But anyway, to make this box, we're going to need a piece of cardstock. Let's pop them out of the way to start off with. A piece of cardstock that measures 9 inches by 7.5. And then you're going to need some DSP paper. And the reason I've kept these in order is because I cut it from one sheet and they measure up 5.25 by 1.25, but I want the pattern, as you can see, I've cut it from the same sheet like that, so it all flows. Oh, that one doesn't. Where does that one go then? Is that the bottom one? That's the bottom one. So that when I put the bottom one on there that one goes on there, that one goes on there, and it follows it round. You don't have to, of course, it's just me being finicky. Let's put that back in there. So you need 4 of those, that's 5 1/4 by 1 1/4, and you also need 4 little squares, that's 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, and then you need some scraps for your labels. So we'll start by doing the box. So bring in your scoring tool. With the long side at the top, we are going to score at 1 1/2 inches and 7 1/2 inches. Turn, so the short side is now at the top. You're going to score 1 1/2, 3, 4 1/2 and 6. Okay, that's all your scoring out of the way. So pop that down and we'll fold and burnish our score lines. So fold and burnish. Nice crisp lines, which is always essential in the boxes. And along the 2 sides, like so. And with this side facing, choose which is going to be your front and which one's going to be your back. And you are then just going to, with your silicone mat, I'm going to use Tombow, but you can use Fast Fuse or, excuse me ma'am, sorry about that. So anyway, go back to pop in some adhesive and popping that on the front of your card. Now I've confused myself, so I'm not sure which way we're going. We're going that way. So again, using whichever adhesive you prefer, just popping that in the centre of your box, because it will fold. That will be your front flap, that's your top, and this is your back. So we'll just run some adhesive along there, and again in the centre, so it all runs nicely. And have I not done? Am I one short then? Oh well, I'm going to put that one. There we go, that's the back, and we just want one for the front, and that one has to go the opposite way, like that, because otherwise when it folds over, if you continued, you would have that upside down, so you need to pop that the other way round and pop that on the front of your box. I mean, you can do the bottom one. I didn't do that one on this one, but I didn't think it was necessary to do one on the bottom, but I preferred it actually on the top. And then we are then going to do some cutting out before we put the side ones on. So this is the front. So just to make sure you remember this is the front, if you take your 3/4 of an inch circle punch and just punch yourself a little thumb hole, then you'll know that's the front and you won't get yourself confused. So cutting up your score lines, along all of the score lines, like so, and the same the other side. So up your score lines, and then you're going to construct your box. Okay, so this is going to be the lid of your box, so you only want to do these two on those, and you really want to have them facing downwards, because when you fold it up, sorry, you do want it that way, I beg your pardon. So let's just secure them on so we don't get confused with those either. Running out of Tombow, so pop that one on there and one on the other side. And that's your front done. That one wasn't cut very well, was it? And then, as I say, then this is going to be the bottom of your box, so you're going to put two on those ones, okay? So again, a little bit of Tombow. Now, I've confused myself, so the box is going to go up like that. So that's going to go up to the side. So we need, these are the two that need to have the butterflies side on, like so. And the same with this one. So you just pop your glue over the back and put it so your butterflies are side on, like so. And then I'm going to use some fast fuse, and what we're going to do is we're going to make the box first. So you're going to bring those two in and you're going to bring this one up. So what we need to do is just adhere that one, all the ones that do not have the DSP upon it. And if you're using fast fuse, do try to remember to alternate your ticks. Right, so we'll make the base first, so bring one corner up and then bring the other one across, and you do need to make it nice and square. And the same the other side. Back one in to make it nice and square. That one's a little bit, I'm going to trim that just a little bit. And I think I might trim that one just a little bit as well. So bring your box, making it nice and square. And the same with that one, nice and square. And then when you do the top, trim that down as well. And that one, I don't know why I didn't do that before. And just bring those to make, I'm going to notch in there as well, just to make it look a little bit neater. I've made this box so many times you'd think I'd remember to do these things, wouldn't you? So make your square, nice square corners, nice and neat. And there you have your lovely little box. Isn't that super? Made that a little bit longer, I don't know why. Don't know what's happened there, but we'll just trim that off a little bit. Seem to have, I don't know, miscalculated somewhere. There we are. There. Isn't that a lovely little box? Right, now to make the label, I've I've got a little bit of cream, but this is Sahara Sands, which would be really, really nice, and Soft Sky. And I'm going to stamp the thank you from that's the tags. So we're going to take, where's thank you? There it is. We're going to use that little thank you, and I'm going to stamp it in the Soft Sky so it all corresponds. As I said, that is the beauty of Stampin' Up. All their dyes and all their inks and everything really tally. So ink it up. It's very hard to see the Soft Sky on here, but we'll pop that in there. Isn't that lovely? So subtle. And clean it on your Stampin' Scrub. And I've used the C block there. Pop your stamp away so you don't lose it. Your ink, your stamp. I am right, getting totally confused. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to use 2 different size ovals from the Stitched Shapes framelits. I'm going to use the small one on the thank you, and I'm going to cut a bigger one on the Soft Sky. So I'm just going to trim that. We don't need all that to go through. So bring in your big shot. I don't have a lot of room in here, so please bear with me. So pop your die that you're cutting out. Find a place where it sits without being... I've got a magnetic plate on and it tends to pick and choose where it's allowing me to have my ovals. Right, that seems good to me. And that one's not so bad because you're just going to, then you're going to pop your top plate on top and put it through your big die, your big shot, and just roll it through. I'm going to roll it back because I have no room to pull it out that side. So I'm just going to roll it back, and there you can see that is cut out beautifully. Pop that out of the way for the moment. And there we have 2 beautiful, oh dear, 2 beautiful stitched ovals, which I think are really pretty. We'll pop those away so we don't misplace them. Like that. And that's the stitched ovals. And not only have you got the ovals and the round, but on the back you've also got the squares, which I think is fantastic. It covers all types of different labels that you're going to use. And somewhere here I have, oh, I wonder what I've done with it. I had another label set that I wanted to use. I was going to cut the butterflies out with, but I can't remember what I've done with it. I've got so many projects on the go. Timeless tags, that's the one I wanted. And the reason I'm going to choose this one is because it makes some really lovely little butterflies. So I'm just going to pop that on there, and again pop that through my big shot. Now this comes with a stamp set, and it's absolutely lovely, the timeless tags. So I'm just going to pop that through the big shot. You've seen me do it, so you don't need to watch me do it again. But this makes all little butterflies, which I'm going to pop onto the, oops, quickly pop it through. And I can just pull it over, you will see that it makes, oh lovely, come on, there we are. It cuts out lots of little, I mean that would be beautiful, wouldn't it? You could use that on its own, but then we just pop these out with our brush, pop them out, and then we can pop this all onto a little bit of fast glues on there, which puts our label onto our bigger label, and then we'll pop that onto our box, like so, and then with some glue dots I'm just going to pop these lovely, lovely little butterflies randomly on top. So we can have some big ones at the top. Just using your glue dots, just place them wherever you fancy putting them. No rhyme or reason. Just pop them on a glue dot. There is enough there. And these ones I'm just going to use with my tweezers so I can pick them up easier. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, and where will I put this? I'm going to pop these just by the clasp because they're so tiny, so tiny, so I really only need a tiny dot of glue on there, and the same with this one. I mean, you could use glue on all of them. The glue dots are a little bit too big for those ones. And that's that. And what I am going to do is I'm going to pop this die away before I lose it. So we pop that into its box and pop that away. And then just to finish those little butterflies off, I think I'm going to use some tiny little pearls in the centre. Oh, I've got two there, look. Oh, but you've got my head in view. You don't really want that, do you? Sorry about that, the camera died. So what I'm going to do now is continue to put some little pearls onto the butterfly just to finish it off, because I think that looks really nice. Tiny little pearls. Oops, got one stuck to me. Come on. There we are. And there we have a really super little box. And I think they're so subtle, the colours on them. Well, I hope you've liked this tutorial. If you have, oh, there's where it's come off of that one. So we'll just pop him back on. There we go. If you like this tutorial, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to join in celebration, there's a link to join below or on my blog at Cherie's Cherie'sCraftyGirlsblog.wordpress.com. If you'd like to buy any of the products used in this project, there's a link to the shop below, and again also on my blog. So until next time, take care, bye.